Hey, what's up, Machinima Sports? Killspree Gaming here, and we're going to be looking at some of the fights from UFC 126. And I'm really excited for this fight card because we have some big names, definitely. We have John Bones Jones versus Ryan Bader. We have Forrest Griffin versus Rich Franklin, and we also have Anderson Silva versus Vitor Belfort. So we're going to be talking about those fights later on, but right now we're going to be looking at Ryan Bader versus John Jones. Now, something about John Jones is he is crazy underrated, and I guess you could say the same thing about Ryan Bader. They are both underrated fighters, but John Jones has looked amazing in his last few fights. Ryan Bader didn't look so hot in his last fight against Rogerio Nogueira, or it could have been Lil Nog. I'm pretty sure it was Lil Nog, but don't quote me on that. It was a while ago. I don't exactly remember. But anyways, so he didn't look too hot in that fight. He pulled off the decision win. But again, that whole card of UFC 119 didn't look very hot at all whatsoever. You know, Frank Mir was looking sloppy. The Sean Shirk fight was amazing, but Frank Mir was looking sloppy. Mirko Cro Cop was looking sloppy. But anyways, everyone was looking sloppy in that event. So I can't really exactly say that Ryan Bader looked the worst in that event, but he just wasn't up to par with what he usually looks like. Now, however, John Jones was looking crazy in his last events. You know, this guy's been just like tearing up the division, and I think eventually these two are going to get a title fight. I'm not sure if this is the fight that was leading for the interim lightweight championship. It might have been the Forrest Griffin versus Rich Franklin, but I could be wrong on that. I guess I should do a lot more research before I do some videos like this. Now, anyways, one thing to note about both of these guys, they're both good wrestlers. However, I think Ryan Bader does have a better level of wrestling than John Jones does. Striking, Ryan Bader is more of an orthodox striker. He likes to throw more punches, more hooks, more to a boxing sort of look at it. Throws a lot of crosses, a lot of hooks, a lot of jabs. And John Jones really focuses more on the Muay Thai aspect and looks for a lot of elbows. And you usually see his unorthodox elbows where he's doing a lot of spinning stuff. Does a lot of spinning back fists, throws a lot of knees, stuff like that. And he really aims just for the highlight reel knockout. And I mean, you should be doing that if you're in the UFC. You want to make your name heard, so you've got to do something crazy to get the fans all riled up. I kind of didn't like in this game that they didn't follow the, I guess, the ring girls back to their seats. I always notice in pay-per-view events, they always follow the ring girls back to their seats, and then the ring girl kind of waves, looks away, and then the cameraman just keeps like staring at her like really creepily. I think that's hilarious shit. And they should have done that in this game too. I always picture the conversation afterwards, like just the ring girl kind of being like, okay, you're done, you got your shot. Anyways, so Ryan Bader putting down a nice slam right there. I can tell you from experience, being slammed on the canvas is not fun whatsoever. And shit, yeah, right there, uppercut. Nicely done. I did not see that coming whatsoever. I like how I'm just talking about, yeah, I don't like getting slammed on canvases, but BAM! Right in the face. That happened anyways. So, I'm going to give my little prediction right now, just as the other fight starts up. I'm going to say Ryan Bader is going to have to step his game up big time. He knows that in his last performance he wasn't as good, so his camp is most likely to be focusing on being more explosive and defending against John Jones' unorthodox style. I think it's going to be Ryan Bader's second round, not by knockout, but by possibly... Actually, to be honest, I think it's just going to go to decision. Why not? Alright, so now we're looking at Forrest Griffin versus Rich Franklin. Now, Forrest Griffin has insane kicking. So whether it hits you in the stomach, whether it hits you in the leg, whether it hits you in the head, it's going to fucking hurt. As well, Rich Franklin is more of a predictable fighter. You know what he's going to do. He's not going to pull anything out of his ass, so he's not going to be like John Jones or Anderson Silva. You pretty much know what he's going to do next. And to be honest, I kind of like that about Rich Franklin. You know, he doesn't exactly try to go over the top, and he just kind of goes in there to try his best to win. And I think that's what the UFC is all about. You know, the more consistent you can be, the better fighter you will be, I think. Because if you're consistently doing good, then you're just going to consistently be doing good. So Forrest Griffin, his last fight was against Anderson Silva, where he got completely fucked up. That was not good whatsoever by Forrest Griffin, and he took a long ass hiatus. But I think coming back to this, he's going to be a lot more motivated, and I think he'll be. I don't know. I just think motivation. He would be looking to. Oh man, I fucked up big time, didn't I? His last fight wasn't against Anderson Silva. His last fight was against Tito Ortiz. That's right. He actually won that fight too. Sorry guys, my memory is terrible today. I just cannot remember anything. Yeah, so he got crazy fucked up by Anderson Silva a while ago, but he ended up beating Tito Ortiz, I believe by decision. I could be wrong on that. Let me just check that up right now, just so I don't make any more mistakes, so that you trolls can make your trolling comments. Yeah, so he won by decision last time, so I was right. Ha. So yeah, I think Forrest Griffin in this fight is definitely going to win by knockout. Rich Franklin, he used to have a really strong jaw, but in the recent years, he's just been, losing that jaw like crazy. His jaw is becoming slowly to glass. So, I mean, Forrest Griffin is a heavy hitter. So, I mean, if you put a heavy hitter versus a glass jaw, you can expect someone's going to get knocked out. And if it's not Forrest Griffin, first round by knockout, then it's going to be second rounds, and if Forrest Griffin doesn't win whatsoever, then it's going to be Rich Franklin by some sort of knee to the face, just because I think he's going to start using more knees. Also, to note too, Rich Franklin got the cover of UFC Magazine this month. That was pretty interesting, I'm not gonna lie. I thought, Vitor Belfort was more deserving of it, because Vitor hasn't fought in over a year. And Rich Franklin, I can't even remember the last time Rich Franklin fought, but it wasn't too long ago. I guess it was against Chuck Liddell at UFC 115. Yeah, so it wasn't that long ago, but again, I think Vitor deserved it a little more. And there he goes, getting knocked the fuck out. And what did I say? Forrest Griffin has some crazy kicks. He hits you anywhere, you're going to sleep with a kick. It's pretty insane. So again, like I said, I see that fight going either first round knockout or second round knockout, and if it's not Forrest Griffin to win, then it's definitely going to be Rich Franklin by some sort of knee. Now we're going to move on to the main event, Anderson Silva versus Vitor Belfort. I'm crazy excited for this fight, because in recent years with Anderson Silva defending the UFC middleweight championship, he hasn't really faced anyone who's hit him that hard. I think the person that hit him the hardest was Chris Lieben. But anyways, so in his last fight against Chael Sonnen, people really got to see Anderson Silva put to the test when someone came up and wasn't afraid of him and just punched him right in his fucking face. And I think that's what more people in the UFC have to do if they're looking to beat Anderson Silva. And this is the perfect guy for it, Vitor Belfort. He has basically won a shitload of fights in first round knockouts. He is well known for that. So much so that they released a DVD and a pay-per-view of Vitor Belfort's first round knockouts. So, he's got some crazy hands, as well as his kicks too. He's got a decent level of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, as do everyone from Brazil. But I mean, I really think it's going to be Vitor or Chael Sonnen to shut down Anderson Silva. It just seems like no one else in the middleweight division has the same like power that they have in their hands. Chael Sonnen isn't really known for a striker, but if he can wrestle you to the ground, he's got some decent ground and pound. And again, he only got caught with a triangle choke in round 5, the last 2 minutes of the fight or something like that. So I mean, I'm really excited for this fight, Vitor Belfort versus Anderson Silva. I am psyched. I am wetting myself right now. I think that's pretty much the only reason I made this video, because I was like, here, we have to make a start for UFC commentaries, and I want to start doing them for Mishima Sports. So I should probably do this event, because this event is going to be crazy stacked. The card is going to be insane. So I might as well do there. Oh shit, Anderson Silva getting rocked and then knocked out. So nice right there by Vitor Belfort. That was insane. So again, I see this fight going for Vitor first round knockout. If not first round, then it'll be round like 3 or something weird like that. But a little advice to Vitor, even though he's not going to watch this video and he probably can't understand me. Hit Anderson Silva early. Do not let him go to late match. Because when Anderson Silva goes to late match, he pulls something out of his ass. So if Anderson Silva gets to go to like round 4 or round 5, he's going to be able to pull something out of his ass, pull a weird submission or something like that, and Vitor is going to be submitted, or, yeah. That's basically it. So if you like this commentary, check out my channel, Killspree Gaming, and subscribe to Mission of Sports if you haven't already. Peace.